Do you know that the most common reason for change or project failure or problems is not technical nor process issues, is actually due to the poor management of humans? While the process side is important, such as having plans and controls in place and issue logs and raid logs and dashboards, all that stuff, that's very, very good. And also it's important to understand the technical side. For example, if you're implementing a new piece of regulation, then you need to understand the regulation. The most important side, without doubt, from my point of view, is the human side. It is important to remember that change is effectively a social phenomenon. It's triggered by people, for example, customers, new members of staff, regulators. It is then implemented by people, again, customers, staff, external vendors, software providers, etc. And then it's impacted people. For example, when the change is live, somebody could have a new job, or worse, even lose their job. So obviously, again, that's a big human factor. So therefore, it's really important for people implementing change to understand the human side. As well as the points mentioned earlier, you've got to remember today we live in a remote or a virtual world where people are working on their own, in their own places, and they can feel very isolated. We also have what appears like a non-stop of political changes with elections and changes of leader that seem to every 5 minutes. Regime change as well. We've also got the recent cost of living crisis in the UK anyway, and I'm sure it's around the world. And we had COVID-19 4 or 5 years ago, and obviously there's still got a lingering problem at the moment. And this basically leads to people being unsettled, and therefore any organisational change that's being made obviously doesn't help with that matter at all. So therefore, humans need to be proactively managed. That basically means they need to understand what the change is, what they need to do to implement the change, and how they're impacted. Which effectively means they need to be listened to, taken seriously, involved in the change, and overall they need to find that they are part of the process as opposed to the change being implemented to them.